here at AM 1050 KCAA.
Coming up next, Sin Censura, the Three Guys Rant. Come one, come all to the greatest show on earth with three of the world wonders. The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. News, politics, escándalo, sports, current events, all things worth ranting about, and much more. These tres gorditos will blow your mind. All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Three Guys Rant here in beautiful Southern California.
I swear to God, one of these days you're going to have to fix those intros and outros. I don't know when the hell we start and when we stop.
The funny thing is that you've heard that intro since the beginning of the year, so I don't know how the hell you're still not used to it.
That's what my wife says sometimes. I don't know how the hell we end and when we stop or whatever.
Is it a one-person show over at your house? So anyways, again, this is the Three Guys Rant. Thank you for everybody that tunes in and hears us each and every week, all the way from New York, New England, Detroit, Seattle, here in Southern California. Again, thank you to everybody. Thank you, everybody.
What about the Clam Chowder Power Hour, baby?
You did hear me say New England.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. And I said Chowder. Chowder.
You've been hanging around
I know.
Puerto Rico
They're going to bust my chops for that one. Sorry, gentlemen. It's the Clam Chowder Power Hour.
I'm still waiting for them to call. So
Should you say thank you to everybody instead of thank you for everybody?
What the hell are you talking about, man?
We'll play it back. I want to thank you for everybody tuning in. It's like retarded, man. So you're more retarded when the Puerto Rican is correcting you.
You know what? That is pretty bad. So again, thank y'all for
Is that for our Nashville listeners?
Yeah, that's for the people down south.
Why do we have no Texas listeners? Why does nobody in Texas like the Brown Man?
Because since you left Brownsville in Texas, that's it. They had it with us, man.
Dead to us?
There's no more
Son,
going
but
back.
I love me the Cowboys. I love that little piece of God's country right there.
So we're talking about maybe a 12-acre piece of property in Texas. That's all you love.
Right.
Hey, bro, it's Texas. I'm sure it's 100 acres.
And that's it. As soon as you leave the parking lot to the stadium, you're done with Texas.
Pretty much.
That's good to know. We're never going to get anybody to pick us up down there. So again, just want to say thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes and whatnot. Had a great birthday, which leads me into
how old are you now?
I'm a lady. I'm sorry. Wait, that's not right.
What the hell?
I was see, that's not right. I stopped saying what age.
Maybe in public. Because in private you're a slut.
Lady. All right.
Wait, that wasn't right. I just meant to say I'm at the point where I just don't say it anymore. But it brings me actually into what I want to talk about. It's going to be my rant. I think it's been a long time that I haven't done a good one, and this one just it's ticked me off.
Has he ever done a good one? No, never mind. I said that out loud. Okay.
Yeah. You said it out loud. Went out of town for my birthday. Had some nice dinners. Yes, I said plural dinners. And I gotta say, people, what the hell is wrong with you? Have we really become that stupid as a society that we just have no etiquette or no manners at fine dining? Are people that stupid that they treat high-end restaurants like McDonald's and Shakey's nowadays? I just don't get it. And the reason I say that is everybody knows Morden. It's not high-end, but it's a nice restaurant. It's not Sizzler. Went there on a Friday night, and I got to tell you, I couldn't find a single table where somebody didn't have their phone out, that wasn't taking selfies, wasn't texting, wasn't on Twitter, wasn't on Facebook, taking pictures across the room. It was so bad that the table next to me actually brought out about a $2,000 Canon with another $1,000 flash, just taking pictures of each other back and forth.
To restaurants now, Mikey? Have you seen that?
No, man.
I mean, that must be in the Bay Area because I know the Presidio.
Whoa! Canon camera.
Just making sure.
Explosion is gonna.
I mean, I've seen handguns. I mean, I've been out of Texas where everybody has concealed weapons.
Where were you, in Oakland?
Actually, I was right next to it. A Canon camera.
Oh, God.
An SLR camera.
I was just making sure, dude, because my brother over here is the military expert in the group. So I just wanted to,
So what happens when you put your phone away?
Oh, when I go into restaurants like that, I don't even bring my phone out because I want to enjoy the $100 plate of food I'm about to have.
See, the only issue I have with that, I mean, obviously we don't rate, so Arvin doesn't care what we think. But in the umpteen years that we've known the rat bastard since he released, or the fact that he could afford a phone,
right?
This SOB has not been off of it. There was a period we'd be driving to the bank to make a deposit.
And he's checking in at the bank.
Yes.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, I used to get calls all the time from people. Phil, you were here? You were there? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, Your associate Arvin checked you in at this place and this place, and how the hell did you have time to go to the nudie bar, then have lunch at that Subway, then make it over to the synagogue, and then you went to church for Ash Wednesday? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
See, I live a busy life. That's a perfect example because I physically had to go to all those places to check you in. So that's my issue. I mean, when I'm having a plate of food and somebody's 5 feet away from me flashing a paparazzi flash, it's an issue. And then the following night, I go to a place where steak starts at $68 an ounce.
You see, I don't go to those places, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but if you're sitting down and have a $700 piece of steak.
Wait a minute. Back up a minute. So you're telling me you had a $700 piece of steak this
Oh,
weekend?
I didn't say I had a $700 piece of steak. I'm saying it was on the menu.
$40 steak.
Yeah.
It was on the menu. But when the freaking moron at the table next to me pops out his laptop and starts doing his taxes and taking pictures, oh, that just pissed me off.
Did you say something?
Oh, absolutely.
To whom?
Well, that's not important. Who?
Oh, just to the person you were with. That's it. Why don't you go to management?
Let's not get into technicalities.
Why don't you just accidentally spill a cup of water on his laptop or something?
Well,
something like that.
He was very gently asked to turn it off or dim it or whatever, and then I think they ended up asking him to leave because he didn't do it. But if you're spending that kind of money, and maybe it's the fact that those people saved up for a whole year just to go have that one dinner.
No, that's where you're wrong. You saved up for 3 years, got all your WIC checks together, and you sold half of your food stamps to be able to go. Those losers that go like that, to them that's dinner. That's not an event. It's not an evening out. It's just dinner. So they can drop $1,000 on a meal and not care. That's what's happened.
It's like you see, you ever been to a McDonald's and there's somebody there with an actual PC tower plugged in with a full-size monitor?
You know what? I've seen pictures and they're like,
hey,
wow,
that's their dinner.
This person took free Wi-Fi to a whole new level. Showed up with a tower and a monitor.
You took a tower?
Yeah, and a monitor and a keyboard, and they have a whole booth, man.
Where the hell do you plug in?
The tables now have the little things. The funny thing is that I think on our Twitter, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the 3 Guys Rant. There's actually a picture that I posted a while back about
I'm going to say, and Mike complains about this all the time. Let's not get into politics for a second, but the growing separation between the haves and the have-nots. But some of these higher end restaurants that we might think is an event, a night out, we might go to for our anniversaries. A lot of our listeners maybe say they've gone once in a great while. I've been to certain restaurants where the check is going to be $400 a couple. There are 3, 4, 5 tables surrounding me. They'll have 5, 6 kids.
Right.
Kids. So when you're talking the ticket average is 100, 125, 150 for a kid, that's what I'm saying, Arvin. These are just places where some of the more well-to-do, what might be super nice to us is just a sizzler to them. And
some of this, to that same point, some of these guys are regulars at those places. You know what I'm saying? The manager knows them. The wait staff knows them. They know the kids by name, so they go there often.
Okay, but I'm not. My whole gripe isn't based on that. It's based on the fact that you should have some kind of etiquette or at least consideration for the other people in the restaurant.
But you're asking for etiquette in somewhere that you deem fancy and nice. I'm trying to tell you that those people that have that kind of money that go twice a week, every other week, that's not nice to them. That's a sizzler to them. Because you wouldn't complain if they did that at a sizzler. You're just mad that you were going someplace you deem higher end and classier.
No, I just think it's proper etiquette.
Yeah.
So anywhere, any restaurant. If you're at Tacos Mexico,
there we go. There's a gentleman at McDonald's.
Yeah, if you're at Tacos Mexico, you shouldn't take selfies and all that.
If I'm at Tacos Mexico, I want no proof that I was at Tacos Mexico.
Okay. Be that as it may. Now, I will agree with you. I just came back from a trip.
From a 45-day cruise.
Okay. I have never seen so many people take so many selfies. Who gives a rat's ass where you were and what you did? And one of the people in my group who's listening to this show right now, you rat bastard, walked around with a selfie stick.
You know where I would have put that selfie stick?
You know what? Where I was at, every single store had selfie sticks for sale. Again, this is the 3 Guys Rant. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bro Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's irantradio.com or on Mo's Bro Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
KCAA Radio, Loma Linda, where no listener is ever left behind.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the three guys rant, Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
There's a finger.
There's a
He
finger.
just gave us a finger.
That's what we need, Alan. You got to give us the finger when it's time to come back.
You know what? I don't want to stand it too much longer, but I do want to say.
Oh my God! Are you still hyping about it? Shut up, you fat cow! You ate a steak. Somebody took a picture of you. Get over
we were
it.
going to talk about. I wanted to talk about the selfie
Oh,
sticks.
for Christ's sake! Why did I even bring it up?
Okay,
Go
you want
ahead.
to move on? Let's move
Go,
on.
no, please, beat
No,
it to death.
because I want to say I don't know what. Again, I know it was the product of 2014. Everybody had one where I was at. Every store, every liquor store, every chachi store, everywhere had them.
What?
It's tchotchke.
That's what I said.
No, you said chachi.
I said, damn,
Chachi-
my daughter's got stores?
Chachi is Mike's daughter. Okay? Tchotchke. If you're gonna do it right.
Sorry, tenía un gargajo en la garganta.
¿Te lo tragaste?
Tienes un pelo torado, cabrón.
There it is again.
Un pelo de bolas.
So anyways, so yeah, everybody had one, and it's funny. I agree with what you said during the break, because there was thousands of people. I won't even get into nationalities because that's a whole nother rant. But there's people taking pictures in front of Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, every site that you can possibly do, taking 100 pictures in front of each thing. I'm like, look, I'm glad that you were there, but if I want to see your pictures, I don't want to see 1,000 pictures of your ugly face. I want to see the scenery. You know, I want to see the bridge. I want to see this. I want to see that. I have no interest in seeing pictures of somebody else in them.
You know what? The only thing that I believe selfies are good. I mean, selfie sticks are good for, is if you're a fat ass like we are,
To scratch your ass?
and you feel a lump in your lower back and you can't turn around, you can take a selfie of the lump and look at it. If you think your hemorrhoids are popping out, you know, you can spread them, take a selfie with the selfie stick and check them out. You know, that kind of thing. That's the only use I can see for a selfie stick.
You see why I cut
Other
you
than
see why I
that,
wanted to cut it off?
The only
Okay, his
other
comments during
thing
the
I
break.
see is to take it off the person using it and beating the hell out of them with it.
All right, let's move on.
All right,
Selfie stick.
that's just my opinion,
All right.
and I could be wrong.
I like
But, you know.
I like how you turned it into a medical device.
It is. I'm telling
Can we
you.
talk about the Oscars?
Who's that?
I got John. Put him on. All right, joining us right now is our little buddy from down under, John Kudis.
Hello,
John?
boys.
How you doing?
Wow, it's been a long
I'm
time.
well. You know, Arvin, you took me back to happy days. You said Chachi.
You want to know what that means in
And-
Australian?
You took
And
him
the
back to
selfie
happy
stick?
days, Chachi,
I don't-
Joni, and
Oh.
Chachi.
I don't need a selfie stick so long because my body's not too big. I can see my balls everywhere.
How you doing, John?
I'm very well, boys. How are you?
Good. So now that you're down under, John's our buddy from down under in Australia. Did you watch the Oscars this week?
I did see a little bit of the Oscars, yes.
What'd you think of Neil Patrick Harris?
I think he needed a selfie stick to take a picture of his balls and his tidy whities.
But did you
You know
enjoy
what?
the show?
I think that look, it's one of the toughest jobs, if not the toughest jobs, live in show business doing the Oscars, and I think that he did a pretty good job. People say that he would be, he's better at the Tonys and things like that because he is a song and dance man. But you know what? I think he did a pretty good job.
Guys?
From what I only saw bits and pieces, and it was all right. I've seen.
Shut
better.
up, Arvin. You don't agree with me.
Oh, that's awesome! You just called Mike Arvin. I love
That's
you.
messed up, John. That's messed up, man.
You should see Mike. I thought Mike was going to start crying right there.
See the look on his face?
Yeah, that was awesome.
You know what? I've been called worse by
Mikey,
better.
I'm so sorry, brother. I'm
All
so
right,
sorry.
all right, John.
So now I got a question because this one. I mean, John's a foreigner, but the three of us in the room are supposedly of Latino descent, and Sean Penn is just getting beat to death. So I'm just curious because I wasn't, but were either one of you offended by his comments at the end?
No, I thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, so did I.
I don't see it. I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
At the end of the show, when he went to open the envelope for the best picture.
Oh, the delay in the response and all that.
No.
Is that what you're
The
talking
green card, you duffer.
He doesn't know. Go ahead, go on.
So bottom line is when Sean Penn because the nominees were Grand Budapest Hotel,
Right.
Sniper, Birdman, and a couple others. So when he opens the envelope, he says, "Damn, who gave this son of a bitch his green card?"
Right.
Okay, those were his exact words.
Right.
And he was referring to Alejandro Iñárritu, the director. 'Cause,
Yeah.
he's
Why does
Mexican.
that sound like a dance? Let's do the Alejandro.
The Alejandro Iñárritu.
Hey, you want some of my Iñárritu?
So, but I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was
funny as hell.
levity. The guy's a Mexican. He won 4 awards that night. They're picking on him. People make fun of white people all the time. But I've heard from several Latinos. I was at a board meeting yesterday from the nonprofit I'm on, and a few of the Latinos they were saying, "Hey, Phil, were you offended?" I'm like, "No, I thought it was hysterical." Oh, I was bothered. I'm like,
By what aspect of it though?
because he said who gave him his green card, referring to
Yeah,
the guy
son of a
must be an
bitch.
illegal
Yeah,
immigrant.
yeah. You know the biggest problem today, boys, in society is that we're all taking ourselves far too seriously.
Yep.
That is no lie.
We have gone way beyond that line of being politically correct. We've overstepped that boundary. And this is coming from someone who obviously is such a good-looking guy. I had to be disfigured in some way to keep the girl's attraction away from me, right? And look, I believe that we need to all pull our heads in, especially you three. You belong on a cattle truck. But in all seriousness, we've overstepped that boundary of being politically correct, and we're becoming less and less human and being able to laugh at ourselves. And that's one of the things I talk about when I'm on stage, as you boys know, that, if you can't look in the mirror and laugh at yourself the way that you are, you're in all sorts of trouble. And that's exactly what Sean Penn did, and that's what he wanted to do presenting that last Oscar. I will say, though, I think his best role himself, Sean Penn, was in Walter Mitty, and they should have left him on the mountain.
But one of the things though that it turns out, him and the director have been friends for years, very good friends,
Yep.
and they have that kind of relationship. So the director wasn't offended. In fact, he told backstage, he told the media that he's a good buddy of mine. We're brutally honest with each other. So I thought it was funny as hell. So I don't get I'm with you, John. We're too politically correct, especially when it comes to races and like
Yep.
stereotypes. Calling each other. If you're black, you can call each other the N-word, but if I say it, it's wrong. I'm
That's
Puerto Rican,
exactly
so if
what I was
somebody
gonna
calls
bring
me a
up next,
speak, but if somebody
Yes,
else does
you're
it, it's
exactly
wrong.
right.
It's
You're exactly
stupid.
right. What gives a black person a green light to call another person black. But if a white guy does it,
Right.
you're a racist bastard. What gives me the right to call you two freaking crazy lunatics from Mexico when I'm a buffet from Australia? You know what I mean? Like, we're all human.
Well, let's make it
And we
fair
all
way.
got to learn not to have such thick skins. I mean, we're not dinosaurs and reptiles, though. Sometimes not only looks like it, but smells like it. But we got to just, as I said, pull our heads in.
You know what? And we're actually, for anybody that's listening to us, make sure to go to the3guysrant.com and you can actually see what we see. And our engineer just actually put up a post for Mario Lopez. But we can't talk about it because we're going on a commercial break.
John,
We'll be
thanks
back.
so much for calling in. We'll reach out to you again. You have a great day down under. Enjoy the fishing.
Thank you, boys.
Take care.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bro Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's iRantRadio.com or Mo's Bro Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
ProTech Carpet and Tile Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. We aren't just cleaning experts, we are restoration experts. We have saved our customers hundreds or even thousands of dollars on new flooring and upholstery expenses after we restored what they thought was permanent soil and damage. We are professionally trained and certified technicians. We specialize in damage restoration caused by heavy soil, odor, spot removal such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, oil, paint, nail polish, and many more. If you want the best in-home cleaning and professional services, call us today at 562-447-4300. We are ProTech.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. We had a post on Twitter. No?
We had a post from Joe that listens to us on iRant Radio that says, "You guys rock. I agree 100%. Those people should just die." not Sean Penn, but like this guy, like Mario Lopez. And I actually used to like Mario Lopez, but now I kind of think he's a douche.
Yeah, but see, again, I come back to, okay, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Guys, Sean Penn is a racist. Also, he beats women. Did he beat Madonna?
There was some domestic violence issues in the past.
That was like eons ago, man. Let it go.
Well, there's some angry people out there.
The only thing I wanted to say about the Oscars that I don't know if you guys caught it. You know, when they were announcing the best actor, it went to that kid that did
Boyhood?
No, about Stephen Hawkins.
Oh yeah.
It went to that young man, but apparently Michael Keaton thought it was just going to him, and he had already pulled out his acceptance speech. And when they mentioned that other guy, he put it back in.
Is this on video?
Yeah, it's on video.
I've
Gone
never-
viral.
You can catch it. And to me, that was, man, that's messed up. You know what I mean? It's okay to go in there with confidence. And you got to be prepared. But you know, I don't know.
That's
If I don't know if I was a camera guy that caught that. I don't know if I would have put it out or not. You know, that's pretty messed up. But I mean, whatever. It's
But
Hollywood.
it wasn't the camera guy that put it out.
No, yeah, you're probably right.
You know,
But it was amazing. It's one of those moments where you're like, oh man, and you can see his face, you know, putting it back
yeah, but
in.
this is the world we live in.
Right.
This is Kanye West status right here, man.
There, he's putting it back into his
The
pocket.
only thing that's missing is for him to run up on stage.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
Birdman. Have you guys?
No,
I saw it.
And
I told you, I thought it was a complete pile of horse.
you know, it's funny.
droppings.
Again, the awards, I don't understand them as it is. I mean, you know, that's obviously why we're not part of the Academy. So I don't know, but hey, whatever. I mean,
Yep.
you know,
And I agree with it.
a
I
Mexican
know.
won. What
I
the
know that
hell?
they won the very last award, and American Sniper was in that same one. I thought for sure that American Sniper was going to win.
yeah,
it.
but you got to remember though. You see, again, we can't go off of popular opinion. This is about the art form. Because
yeah,
the one
but I'm not
argument,
so sure, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm not so sure. If it was about the art form, how come Selma didn't get nominated? It was a great movie.
Well, no, okay, I agree with you. I don't know why it wasn't nominated, but this goes back years and years ago where you and I fought tooth and nail. Still think it's one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen in my life, and it was 2 hours that I wish I could shoot myself to get
It
back.
was about
50
the art.
Shades.
Fargo. But Fargo won Best Picture that year. So they kept saying it was about art form, and Mike loved it. Fargo to me,
He's
was-
smiling now.
Like
He
a
must be
dark
having
comedy.
flashbacks.
I thought it was an awesome movie. It's kind of
but I
dark.
didn't think it was, you know,
I think I saw it.
It's by the Coen brothers, right?
I don't remember. But
Yeah, I thought it was good. But you know what? I wanted to bring something up real quick because you know everybody's going on these crowdfunding sites and raising money for all types of different things. You know, some have been very successful. The Pebble Watch, like you know, exceeded what they were asking for. Now
The
they
Pebble Watch.
Pebble.
Not sure what that is.
They're trying to, it's like a smartwatch.
It's a smartwatch.
Okay.
They exceeded what they were going for, and then there was another one that went up this week, and they were looking for. I think it was the second edition of the Pebble that they were looking for about $150,000 or whatever.
They
And
got $3 million.
they're down to they're up to 8.7 million.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So, but then this one just started a couple of days ago. There's still like 14 days left, and I wanted to bring it up for the listeners if they want to, you know, jump on it because it's pretty cool. It allows you to buy farts in a jar from around the world. Okay. So basically, they're raising money, and then you know, in case you ever wonder what the stench of other nationalities smells like,
With the amount of food we eat in this place, I know what every part of the world smells like.
it's called farts in a jar. You go in, for the low price of $9, you can be the proud owner of a fart of your choice from more than 80 nations. All right. He's attempting to raise $10,000. He had one bidder at $14, and for $500, you get the fragrance from all 80 nations across the world. It comes in a jar.
How do you go about
So-
getting 80 buttholes from around the world?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know, if you
That's-
want to share farts from around the world,
I'm going to say,
go to
gentlemen,
Kickstarter.
just know, don't be surprised what you get in your stocking this Christmas. Okay? Don't be surprised. I got to tell you, I hope he hits it. I hope he hits his goal because I swear to God, when I hear about these, they crack me up. I mean, just like the potato salad guy.
Right.
I missed out on donating to him.
What was the final number on that guy?
It was like 60,000, 70,000. It was something obscene. All he wanted was like $10.
$10
or
or whatever.
something
Yeah, he wanted
silly.
a potato salad.
Right.
But I love these guys who do that because you know, it's kind of like we were talking about earlier. People take themselves far too seriously, and I think it's awesome. So if this guy can make money on farts in a jar, God bless him.
I just have one question. What's the life shelf on one of those jars?
How about shelf life?
Who knows?
That's what I said.
Look, oh no, he's up to 4 backers for $30.
Gentlemen, we must donate today.
I'm telling
Arvin, put it on the site.
You know what? I'm willing to donate a fart. I'll put that in a jar and send it to him.
Hey, bro, we've been in the room with you.
you. Yeah.
They won't fit in the jar.
That would be considered a deadly weapon. I don't think you can meld that.
Yeah. Alan's giving us a finger about up. I don't know what that means.
But you know what's amazing is, he's up to 7.
Oh, there you
and
go.
$115.
Oh, nice.
But it's one of those things, man. You see what happens when I mention it here? He's already grown like by exponentially.
Exponentially.
From $14 to 115. I'm telling you.
That's pretty good, Mikey.
I'm telling you. What's funny to me is that Kickstarter accepts this thing. So to me, that's pretty cool.
They don't have any. I mean, I'm assuming as long as it's not drugs or sex related, you can get on there.
There's some restrictions, but I'm not sure exactly what.
We got to come up with something.
Yeah, that's what
Can we come up with 3 guys rant DNA in a jar?
No. I got a topic for Mikey, because Mikey's a big opponent. He doesn't believe in hate crimes because he says you shouldn't be judged on what's in somebody's mind and what makes one crime worse than another. So I found this thing going on here in LA, and I thought it was hysterical. 3 mental health experts are suing in a bid to bar prosecutors in Los Angeles County and elsewhere from enforcing a law requiring psychotherapists to reveal if patients have downloaded or viewed child pornography.
No, I think that's
They're making it illegal for them to see?
No. They want to, because currently, if you're a psychotherapist, Mike comes into your office and says, "I look."
Wait, what does it got to be, Mike?
And I like looking at
because this one actually connects.
And I like looking at kiddie porn. You have to report him.
I think that's a good law. Yeah,
well,
I'm good with that.
Here's the argument. They're saying that just because they look at kiddie porn doesn't make them child abusers, which I call BS.
That's crap.
Okay. They're saying that they don't commit the act, they don't do this, they don't do that. I'm like, but you like looking at kiddie porn, you like looking at child porn. So,
but if you're looking at it, you're almost condoning it. If you see a child being molested on tape or a porn with a kid, I mean, you're condoning it. So yeah, I think they should report your ass. In fact, the therapist should be able to knock you upside the head with a bat and hold you till police come.
But a few of these therapists have gotten together and they're suing to abolish that, because they're saying that it's unfair, because now we come back to that you're going to jail or incarcerate or penalize someone for what's in their mind. So this comes back to the whole hate crime issue that we've talked about in the past, that how do you determine what's what?
Yeah, but the thing that's a trippy subject, man, because it's like not too long ago when the cops in New York got shot, ambushed, and killed, and in other cities as well, there was a big push to have Congress make targeting of a cop a hate crime, because you were targeting a cop just because he's a cop. It never went anywhere, and I don't think it would ever pass. But yeah, hate crimes are tricky. How do you determine if it was a hate crime or not? Unless you physically say, while you're beating somebody down, I hate you because you're gay or because you're black or whatever. I mean, how do you prove it? I don't know.
What would you say about this?
I just got a
about
tweet.
that. I think it's
I got
crap.
a tweet from Bobby that hears us on KCAA and says all those people should be put behind bars.
All right. That's pretty gentle.
Thanks, Bobby.
All right, we'll be right back after the break. Stick around.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satinized and Pastry Pride, one-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bros Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's iRantRadio.com or Mo's Bros Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
All right, we're back from the break. Let's talk about another subject near and dear to Mike's heart. Mike's all about the little guy. Mike likes helping the little man. He says that
Look,
Arvin,
just because I like John Cootis doesn't mean I like the little
he
guys.
says that Arvin has no heart, so he doesn't listen to Arvin at all.
I'm wondering where the hell you're going with
And he
this
calls
because
he calls me
that
elitist
doesn't
and
even
a
describe
snob.
Mikey the way you just said it.
No. You know what? In all fairness, when he's coherent and not inebriated,
which is about 1% of the time,
be that as it may, Mikey is a very, very strong proponent for the little guy. Of all ethnicities, he's, it's all
Mikey, I have one question. Have you ever been sober around me then? I'm just...
So, with that said,
I can't be sober around you.
I was reading this morning, and this should make Mike happy, but I wanted to hear his spin on it. TJ Maxx and Walmart have now announced they're going to boost wages. Wait for it.
To what?
$9 an hour, gentlemen. $9.
What is that, a quarter? Isn't it like $8.75 right now?
Here.
Hater. What's wrong with you?
No,
Wow.
but it's only here.
So-
Just
so-
to answer your question, everywhere across the country, $7.50.
So I'm
whatever
sorry.
the-
So
the
they're
federal
making
minimum
they're
wage
making
is.
an extra $10 a week if they work 40 hours. After taxes, they're making $6.
Actually, they're making probably closer to 80 a week extra.
Whatever.
How are
Please
they making
continue.
80 on a quarter?
No, I said across the country it could be up to $2.
Okay.
An hour.
But I'm just curious because I know how Mike feels about big business. 'Cause Mike also believes that businesses shouldn't be allowed to make money.
Yeah, because he's.
I've never said that.
Okay.
Okay, the only thing it's
Wait.
kind of
Before you get into that,
Okay.
what if you're already a manager and you're like at $9.25, $9.50? So then you get nothing.
Wait, there's more. You get $10 an hour in 2016 as long as you've been there more than 6 months. There you go, Arvin. That's the answer to your question. They had you covered. They knew you were coming.
Oh, that's usually what she said.
Go ahead.
No,
Mikey.
I'm just saying,
Let's
you
hear
know,
your
if-
spin on it.
No, my spin on it is I've always been against the way Kmart treats their employees only because they pay them so little that
Kmart?
they go. I mean, I'm sorry, Walmart. Kmart probably does the same thing. That they're working full time, don't make enough money, so now they qualify for food stamps, welfare, Section 8. So
Okay,
they're
who the hell told him to go get a job at Walmart?
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is there's other companies that pay their employees a livable wage and make
Okay.
a ton of money.
If you
Case
if,
in
if
point,
you dro-
Costco.
if you dropped
Okay,
out,
there's a lot of companies that
if
pay
you dropped out
good-
in 9th grade
good
and
money.
turned into a crackhead and had 5 babies before you were 18, that's not Walmart's fault. That's not their fault that you didn't go to school and get a better job.
Oh, I agree with you. You don't have to work there if you don't want to.
You can't be on both sides of the fence, Mikey.
So, but if you're gonna work there, pay people a decent wage, man.
So because
It's
that
just-
person's a freaking moron, Walmart's got to eat it,
Well, that could be said of every person that works in the retail or in fast food.
and it usually is.
All right.
That's the reason why
That's
most people depend
Arvin
on
at
tips.
the 3guysrant.com.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? Okay, so now let's talk about the second part of that. This is how moronic most young people and Arvin are. Because I like I like the fact that Arvin actually went to you and said they deserve it. They dropped out. The irony of your idiotic statement shows how clueless most of America is.
Yeah,
and we continue to make fun of your generation. I know that, Arvin. And it's okay. Mom dropped you a couple of times. A lot.
A couple?
She still drops you.
She drops you
recently.
now. The people that are underemployed are also so often miscategorized because either their specialty went away, things changed. What used to be deemed as middle management, directors of operations, low-level VPs, and so on. Some of these people have been reduced to taking these $9 an hour jobs. And the sad part is how many of them have higher education degrees. And I don't mean some underwater basket weaving from a JC where they went for 2 years. I'm talking about real degrees where some of these people have masters. Hell, Mike and I knew a guy with a double master's who could not find a job, and he went to go sell ads for a local rag, and he sucked at it, but he said he needed a job because they offered benefits, and he was making less than $9 an hour with a double master's. Okay.
So wait. What is your?
Yeah, but the thing
is, what I'm saying is to your argument about how people are. Again,
I come from the belief that if you want a job, you're going to find a job.
And you're wrong.
No, but here's the thing: the way you categorize these people, it's like saying all homeless people deserve to be homeless.
Some homeless people like being homeless.
Oh,
I have one of those in my family.
But what you're saying is that they deserve it.
No, I wouldn't say that.
They didn't work hard enough.
Yeah, you didn't work hard enough.
They should have worked 5 jobs.
Why don't you go get a job?
And the husband shouldn't have left them.
Doesn't work that way.
Or
Man.
the wife shouldn't have left him and the 3 kids.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that.
There's too many
in
moving
America.
parts to try to pigeonhole any.
Exactly.
But you just did.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
The dirtbags at Walmart deserve to be categorized like that.
But it's not like that, because I'm telling you that unfortunately in the times we live in the economy that we currently coexist in, the dynamic has changed so drastically. I still have a lot of friends in the food business who tell me that every time they run an ad for something as simple as store managers, okay, when you're running a $1 million, $2 million a year operation, it's a lot of work. But like they say, what makes it hard for them, they have people with doctorates applying now. People that wanted to be engineers, that thought they were going to become teachers, that thought they would work in aerospace, that thought they would work in the steel industry, that have certain specialties that no longer are used in the States.
Right.
So what are they doing? They're having to apply for a job that is so, and then the worst part is, it is so far beneath what they were educated for. No fault of their own.
Okay, but at the same time, I know some pretty smart people that have been to school, 20 years. When it comes to being book smart, yeah, they're smart. But you try to have a regular Joe conversation with them, they're almost morons.
Yeah, but again, that has nothing to do with the conversation. What I'm saying is the people were and I knew where you were going to go with it. That's why I sandbagged you.
Yeah.
Because again, the $9 an hour for some of those people is still a fourth of what they would have earned. And I say that loosely, a fourth. It could have been a hell of a lot more.
Right.
Okay. But they're in that situation because of the times that we live in. We have no real industry anymore. Short of the auto industry, there's not much more. And I know that you keep hearing some rustlings that they want to bring stuff back, that they're looking at steel again. They're looking at certain things. And then that turns into a whole nother political mess, because then you get into the issue of, okay, then we should just start mining coal again. And we should
we're still mining coal.
But I mean in bigger numbers. That they should stop, importing certain things, and on and on and on. It just turns, to your point, that $9 an hour situation can snowball into something that would, the morons that we elect in Congress, okay, I agree, they should all jump off a bridge.
Right.
Okay. But to try to get them to take a $9 an hour issue and snowball it into the true cause and effect of what's going on in America,
so
they would just have to kill
what's going to be the breaking point? Because obviously something's got to give sooner than later.
Honestly, I don't think anybody knows, Arvin, because at one point they thought, when they said that the Great Recession, because they didn't want to call it a depression. But one of the things that I think goes on now is we talk about how unemployment is lower than ever. And I'm not knocking the president, but you also have a lot of people who have fallen off the rolls. They're no longer being counted anymore. So that number is also, I think, a little screwy. There are all kinds of issues.
It's just a weird problem to try to fix, because in a true capitalistic society, there's no 3 classes. There isn't the super rich like we have now, the middle class, and the working poor. Typically, in those kinds of societies, it's the super rich and the working poor.
That's it.
They don't want a middle class.
Right.
our experiment created that back in the 40s and the 50s with all these highway transportation programs and kind of thing. That created a middle class. Didn't really exist before.
How old were you back in the 40s and 50s?
I just turned 5. All right, something real quick. We have time? Yeah, something real quick. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Before I forget, because I wanna do one last story to close the show as a feel good story, but something that just happened. Jamaica. I was gonna say Jamaica, but no, Jamaica. Yes, Jamaica. Finally decriminalizes marijuana.
Jamaica barely did it?
Barely. They just passed a law that basically says carrying small amounts of ganja, also known as marijuana, pod, weed, marijuana, Mary Jane, marijuana, anyways, has been decriminalized under a new law. I never would have thought that smoking weed or having a small amount of weed in Jamaica was illegal, but apparently it was.
So you're telling me that they could actually be walking down the street smoking a joint and get arrested before?
Yes.
I've never heard of
And if they
this.
had more than 2 ounces, they'd go to jail. Now, what does it say that we have 20 states here that have passed legalized marijuana, but Jamaica just did?
I'm baffled by the whole thing. That's just...
Yeah, but it makes sense to me, though, because I think part of what Jamaica was always afraid of is that their particular economy was even more delicate. The whole nature of the situation, I think, is such a laid-back society that I'm sure there were concerns about if we decriminalize it, we're going to exacerbate
All I'm saying
the
is
situation.
I'm going to become Rastafarian. I'm going to think of a name. I'll announce it next week.
All right,
listen to the Three Guys Rant. Arvin?
Make sure to check us out each and every week at the3guysrant.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the3guysrant.
If the truth hurts, then AM 1050 KCAA can be a real pain.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, are you into sports?
Oh, yeah, bro. Angels, Dodgers, Ducks all day.
Oh, yeah, you gotta listen to the Mo's Bro Sports, man. They cover LA sports.
Where can I listen, bro?
Oh, you gotta check them out on iRant Radio. That's iRantRadio.com or Mo's Bro Sports on Facebook. You gotta check them out, Holmes.
Okay, bro. I'll check them out.
All right, I'll check you later, homie.
All right, man. See you later, bro.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant radio show. Rock on. All right, ya regresamos.
¿Ya regresamos?
¿Quién somos?
Los Tres Guys Rant. Anyways,
That's horrible, man.
All right, let's talk about something that's got America. You know what? I shouldn't even say America because we're so stupid.
yeah, not America.
But a lot of people up in arms. Brian Williams and Bill O'Reilly. Brian Williams, for those of you who don't know, has been accused of perhaps
You know what would be cool?
stretching the truth.
If they did MTV Celebrity Deathmatch, like they used to with the little claymations with those two guys.
How the hell do we go from trusting journalists in America to celebrity deathmatch?
Because Deathmatch used to be awesome.
Okay, I wish somebody would death me now. This is why I don't like Arvin's generation. But Brian Williams has been accused of stretching the truth.
Well, he hasn't been accused. It's been proven.
Hey,
Were you there?
he's been accused of stretching the truth, fabricating facts, changing some of the storylines.
They're not facts. They were lies.
And
He didn't
going
fabricate. It happened. It just happened
differently than what he saw.
a couple feet away from him.
So
in front of him.
NBC suspended him for 6 months
Without pay.
I
Without
don't think
pay.
he's coming back.
He was originally, I think, number 38 most trusted brand in the world. There's I guess a company that does that. He dropped to like 583rd in 24 hours, and they took him off the air. And the speculation is that he's not coming back.
38 to 500 and something.
Yeah. Now, shortly thereafter, in the last couple of weeks, it's come to light that perhaps Bill O'Reilly of Fox News, which I know is hard to believe,
I don't like that guy.
has also done the same in a couple of situations. Yet there doesn't appear to be an outcry of let's remove him, and it doesn't appear that Fox, at least at this stage, is going to do anything. That's neither here nor there. My question to you guys is, should Brian Williams be kicked off the air?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, I'll let you go first.
because I'd like to see the first person to throw a stone that hasn't done what he's done. That's on the news
All right, but
or
here's the thing.
reporter.
When you look at somebody...
Hell, we've done it in this room. You're telling me that the big boys haven't done it?
Yeah, but don't we stipulate, do not get your news from us? We are the worst source in the world, and we're so FOS that you should be careful even listening to us?
Is that not the way they start there?
Yeah, but,
sir.
but Brian Williams, he's kept repeating the same thing over and over and over, and apparently it came out that the pilots on the helicopter he was flying on had reached NBC News back in 2003.
Okay, you're
To tell
probably
him
not
that
the
was
right
wrong,
person
that
to ask
there's-
this question because you were physically there. But I still give the man credit because he actually went, even if he was nowhere in the
Yeah, but
vicinity.
that's not what he said. He's talking about his helicopter was shot down, was fired on and shot down.
Okay, did
Okay.
he walk away as a hero from it? Nothing happened.
But
Well, you're
still,
wrong
man.
that nothing happened, though. He touted it, to your point. You want to give him credit for being there.
Right.
And I think a lot of people gave him even more credit for
For being
surviving,
shot at?
shot down by not just shot down, but shot down by an RPG, going down in a Black Hawk with SEALs.
Okay, but much to Mikey's point on a different show when you were with Popeye out at sea, he never officially said it during a broadcast. It was always being interviewed on somebody's sofa like Conan or
Right.
Jimmy Kimmel or
You're
anything
right
like
about that.
So, I mean, come on, cut the guy some break.
Now
Cut-
you see,
cut-
but
cut
the
guy a
problem
break.
is though, when you have again, that's why I ask. When you have trust in a brand, okay, that'd be like coming out tomorrow, and one of my heroes in the media reporting world is Christiana Amanpour. I love that woman.
Mhm.
If all of a sudden they come out and start saying that everything she's ever reported on, is a lie, I'm with Mike. She's got to go. Because when she does her report, there's a certain amount of trust that has been built. There's a certain amount of credibility that goes with it. Look what happened to Laura Logan on CBS, 60 Minutes. She did the report on what happened at Benghazi. Turned out the contractor lied. She didn't vet the story correctly. Her, the producer, and a couple other people, they went away for about 8 months.
Right. Plus, he is the head of the face of NBC News. So I mean, he's gonna bring that whole network down as far as the news division. So they
And he
did
makes
the right
$10
thing.
million a year.
Right. But in contrast, Fox, NBC suspended him without pay and launched an investigation. Fox, nothing to O'Reilly because he's their moneymaker. You know, so that I mean, it's not like you tune into Fox to,
But you know what's
listen
funny
to
about your
news,
statement,
anyways.
though? I want to see the figures because they said Brian Williams brings in $170 million a year.
I think O'Reilly's beating him.
You think so?
O'Reilly's the most successful cable news person. He's number one across all categories and demographics.
Yeah, but those numbers are so small.
Yeah,
that's
still.
what I'm saying. I mean, you're talking 1 share, 2 share.
Yeah.
So if the guy's at 2.7, that makes him the most successful.
I just got a tweet from Pete that listens to us on KMET. He says everybody on the news is a bunch of liars, anyways.
Well, okay, because what's his name that does the Daily Show?
Jon Stewart.
His numbers are phenomenal.
Right.
Now, he doesn't claim to be.
Right.
His disclaimer is like ours. Do not get your news from me.
Well, it's like during the invasion of Iraq, ABC's Bob Woodruff, who's a news correspondent, he got hit with shrapnel in the head. He almost lost his life, almost lost half his face. He was disfigured on one side. And this guy, he'll never brag about that thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
He hardly ever brings it up unless people ask him or interview him. So, so you have the contrast that Brian Williams never went through that and is touting it. And this guy who did doesn't. So I don't know. I think he's got to go.
We'll see.
Now, the irony, though, I don't know if you guys heard, I don't know if it was a petition, but the NBC was taking a listen because there is some kind of something circulating. I don't know if it was a full-blown petition, but 54% of America wanted him back, and ironically enough, it was women because they said he was too good-looking and they liked watching him.
You know what? It's funny you say that because Julie, that listens to us on GCN, says he might have dropped to number 500, whatever he said. But he's number one in my heart after seeing him do the slow jams with Jimmy.
All right. Let's switch subjects real quick. So what happens if you have a 6-year-old boy who has autism and epilepsy, and you throw him at a birthday party, and you invite his whole class, and nobody shows up?
What do you do?
What do you do? Well, this Florida mom went to Facebook and posted on a local group that her heart was breaking. So what happens? The community responded. Kids from the entire neighborhood showed up. The police departments, firefighters, and they threw this kid the best party of his life. He just turned 6. They even had him on police cars. They flew a helicopter low enough so the pilot could wave at them. It was a really good story. So check it out. It was in Osceola County, Florida.
That is awesome. Again, thank you everybody for sticking around. Make sure to check us out each and every week at the3guysrant.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the3guysrant.com.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke.